Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today we are all about drugstore makeup. If you guys are new to my channel, this is what we love on this channel. Drugstore and affordable makeup. I love some high-end makeup, but drugstore always has my heart. So I actually want to recreate the look that I have been rocking a lot. And that look has been with a lot of high-end products. So I have a couple of good dupes. Not everything that I'm using is gonna be a dupe to the high-end products that I've been using, but what I have in front of me are some gems, okay? You're gonna wanna get your hands on these because they are super affordable and they look just as good as the high-end products that I have been using. So let's do it. So I'm gonna moisturize my lips first. This is what I always like to do before anything. And I'm taking my Milani Fruit Fetish. I haven't used this in a good minute, so we're gonna put her on the lips. This is actually a good alternative to the Laneige Glowy Balm. And this one is the Strawberry Lemonade. Yeah, Strawberry Lemonade. Before we even moisturize the skin, I do wanna say I already have on something on my face. This is the Herbivore Rose Water Mist. And it's not drugstore, but I always use that after I wash my face, before I go in with any moisturizer, because I just love the product. I don't know a drugstore or a cheaper alternative to that spray. I mean, it's not super expensive, but I just love how it makes my skin look and how it makes my skin feel. And I think I've already raved about this product like 50 million times with you guys in previous videos, but I just wanted to point that out before I even put anything on my face, because I know my face, it looks like I have something on my skin because of the glow, the hydration, the moisture. But let's use this Flower Beauty Chill Out Skin Serum, and this is infused with hemp-derived CBD. The description of the serum, like, it immediately drew me in. It says on the back it's a hydrating, well, it's instant hydration. It's for all skin types, and it's just a refreshing serum. So this is gonna give me all the hydration that I need, I feel like, because I haven't tried it out. But I'm gonna be using a couple other products from Flower Beauty. They are sponsoring this video, and I'm super excited to share the event that they're having at CVS. If you guys are not familiar with Flower Beauty, this is Drew Barrymore's brand, and her birthday is coming up, which is going to be on the 22nd. So CVS is having this epic beauty event for her birthday. So everything from Flower Beauty that is exclusive to CVS is going to be buy one, get one half off. So it's going to start on the 21st of February, and it's going to go through the 27th. So yeah, let's go ahead and apply this and see how it feels. Let me smell it first. Y'all know I like to smell stuff. I don't smell anything. Only thing I smell is like the lotion on my hand. So it doesn't have a scent. Ooh. Feels like water. I mean, it is a serum. Feels like I'm rubbing my face with water. Let me put a little bit more on this side. And I'm trying not to put a dropper on my face because I know you're not supposed to do that. But I like how it feels. Okay, so once it's dry, it actually feels sticky on the face, kind of tacky. So now that that's on, I'm gonna go in with a primer. I'm gonna use this primer. I haven't used this in a long time. This is the Milani Prime and Protect. It has SPF 30. So we're just gonna take a little bit of this. Am I almost out? About that much, and rub it on the skin. All right, girl, now that we are hydrated, moisturized, primed, now let's do the brows, because y'all know we do the brows first before anything. So Flower Beauty, the Skinny Brow Pencil. I use the shade Espresso. This is a great alternative to the Fenty Beauty Brow MVP. It looks exactly like it. My freaking hands are slippery. Okay, so the pencil is super skinny, just like the Fenty Brow MVP. And let me show y'all this. The brush looks exactly like Fenty. I mean, down to the actual packaging, it looks just like Fenty. So let's go ahead. Well, actually, let me brush. I shouldn't have closed it because my hands are slippery. I'm gonna brush the brows in place And I'm gonna take the pencil part and kind of trace the brows and fill them in a little bit. You guys know the drill. Y'all know how I do my brows because I do them so many times with y'all. So I'll probably just speed this part up. All right, look how good that looks. Girl, get you this brow pencil. So yeah, the serum, the brow pencil, and I have another product that I'm using. So all of the products I'm using in today's video from Flower Beauty are gonna be exclusive to CVS. Now, let me clean the brows up really quick and then we'll go into the foundation. So for foundation today, we're taking my favorite, well, my current favorite drugstore foundation, which is the e.l.f. Cosmetics CC Cream. It's a CC cream, but I feel like it looks like, it feels and looks like a foundation because it's such, like, it's a full coverage CC cream. And you don't really come across a full coverage CC cream that often. So I'm gonna take a couple of squirts. I have a full review on this already, if you guys missed it. But look at the coverage, y'all. Look at the coverage. Oh, and the shade I use is 50N. No, 540N. I'm so used to saying 50N because I've been using the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation the most. And I'm in the shade 50N in that foundation. All right, now it's time to conceal. We're using Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. If you guys have ever tried the Natasha Denona Full Coverage Concealer, this is a dupe to that. Like, it's a dupe. I remember I used to have it in my collection. I did like a drugstore versus high-end dupe video in the past. And this is literally a good dupe to it. I just don't have that concealer anymore. I use a shade Deep, by the way, in this concealer. I'm just gonna blend her in. I like this color because I like how it looks on my skin. Like, I like the highlighted look when I use it under my eyes. Look at that cover. I probably put too much. But look at the coverage. Like, look at this freaking concealer. I'll put it on my lid because I like to take it up there too. It's so good. All right, let's set. I'm gonna take Rimmel London Stay Matte. Y'all know this is my favorite drugstore pressed powder. And I don't have my brush. Let me get a brush. This is a great alternative to the Laura Mercier pressed translucent powder, which is another one of my favorite pressed powders. I did a earlier this year I did a pressed powder video where I showed like my favorite pressed translucent powders, pressed foundation powders. So if you guys want to see that, if you missed it, it is on my channel. Okay, I know we look crazy, but we're not done. Now, y'all know I still like to go in with another powder to set where I didn't set. So my temples, the side of my jaws or cheeks, and then under my chin. So L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Pressed Powder. I use Hazelnut. This has definitely been up there because when I first tried it out, I loved it. And ever since then, I have been reaching for it nonstop. So I'm gonna take not too much of it because the brush does pick up a lot. I'm just gonna tap it on the side of my face where I didn't set and then bring it down under my chin and also kind of go over everything so it can be smooth. Now that we are fully set, let's go into the bronzer. I'm gonna take another L'Oreal powder. This is Deep Amber. This color right here is the exact same color as the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the shade Deep. So this is what I've been reaching for ever since I tried it out, and this was about 2 weeks ago now. So this has been my go-to bronzer. I mean, it is a foundation powder, but the color is pretty red, and I like my bronzers to be pretty warm. And she is like the perfect color. The perfect color to bronze the skin with. I always like to take the e.l.f. bronzer palette to go on the nose. This is Deep. And I just take this shade right here in the palette because it's not as warm as the bronzer, and I don't like a super warm color to go right here when I'm contouring my nose. Just do it just like that. And then Wet n Wild loose banana powder. I like to do this for the side of my nose. Taking that sponge and dipping it, and then wiping it. I do this before I even blend out that contour. So I blend my nose like last, like before I do my blush and all of that. So I come back to it. Don't think I'm done because I am gonna come back to it. Let's do eyeshadow. I have been using the mess out of these Pat McGrath single shadows. This one is Deep Velvet, and this one is Burnished Honey. And this is what I've been rocking on my eyes, I feel like for the past few weeks, almost a month now. But you guys, there's a palette in my collection that has the same exact colors as the Pat McGrath. These two shades right here. Oh, this is the ColourPop Wild Child palette. These two shades right here are literally the same as Pat McGrath. So I'm gonna show you how I've been doing it, because there is a certain way that I like to put on both of these colors. I'm gonna take this Morphe M504, kind of wipe it off because it is a little dirty. Wipe it off on a dry napkin. All right, so the way I've been doing it is dipping it into the darker shade first. Usually I'll go in with the lighter shade, put it in my crease, and then put the darker shade on. But this is how I have been doing my eyeshadow recently. So taking that dark shade, getting a good amount of that color on there, and then packing it on the lid. And you don't have to be super pretty with this. Just pack it on there because we're gonna be blending this later on. So just messily pop it on the lid, just like this. Boop, 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 boop. And I keep dipping my brush in the eyeshadow because I want a lot of that color on the lid. I want it to be dark because once we start blending, it's gonna kind of fade away a little bit, but it's still gonna be looking good. So just like that. So I'm just gonna wipe it off just like this, getting most of everything off. I mean, it's not all the way clean, but it gets most of the color off because you don't want too much of that color to build up in the crease when you start blending. Now, what I do is go back into the palette and I take this color right here. And I don't dip the brush in as hard as I did with the other color. I just go doop, doop, doop. Just a little bit of that, and then plop it right there in the crease. You can pick up more if you want. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of the color. And as I put it in the crease, it's actually touching that first shade right there. So just like that. You can tap it and then start blending if you want. So that's what I'm doing. And see how you can start seeing that that second shade kind of peeking through. I mean, you can do this color first if you want, but for some reason I've been doing this color last, because I usually go in with this first and then put the darker shade on the lid. But all right, I think I got enough. Now I'm gonna take that brush, wipe it on the napkin again, and this time I'm not picking any of the color up. I'm just wiping most of it off and then going back into the crease and blending. And as I blend, I'm kind of pulling it up towards my arch. See how that fades into that other color? Like, it's just not one color. It almost looks like just a one shadow look, but it fades into that burnt brown color right there, and I think it's so pretty. So before I put on my lashes, I do want to share the eyeliner that I'm using. This is Loreal, and this is a dark chocolatey brown. So instead of using black today, we're just going to use this color. Pretty pretty. So the shade is called, so it's the Loreal Infallible Long Wear Eye Pencil, and the color is brown. So I'm just going to put this on my waterline. Then I'm going to go into the palette one more time and pick up that dark shade that we used on the lid and just kind of smoke out the eyeliner that we just applied. So the lashes are on, and it is time to put on mascara. Y'all, if you haven't tried Maybelline Sky High Mascara, try it. I feel like this is a good alternative to the Hourglass Caution Mascara. All right, y'all. This is looking good. Let me brush the powder. And this is where I squeeze the brush and take it up into that contour. Kind of blend it in some. And sweep away the powder at the same time. The blush I've been using is this one from ColourPop. It's the pressed powder blush in the shade Trippin'. And I've been using this like crazy. I'm gonna take this Patrick Ta powder brush and put it on the cheeks. Y'all, look how good my face looks. Like drugstore, nothing high end. All drugstore, all affordable. Now, since my eyes are pretty smoky, I want to keep the lips as nude as possible. So I'm using these two nude lippies. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Paradise, Retro Paradise lip liner. And I'm just gonna line the lips. This is nude 4 or nude 3. I don't know. I wish they had it on the actual lip liner. It doesn't say, but it's on the little set that it comes in. Let me actually blot my lips a little bit because they are pretty glossy from that that lip balm from earlier. Okay. Oops. Then I'm taking the Revolution Pro lipstick in the shade Latte. Yeah, Latte. My favorite nude bullet lipstick, and putting it all over. Okay, now let's spray the face. I usually like to go in with 2 sprays. So the first spray I'm using is this one from Believe Beauty. This is gonna lock my makeup in, and then I'm gonna go on top of it with a dewy makeup setting mist, which is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Dewy Coconut Mist. So taking Believe Beauty, and you can shop this brand at Dollar General. Just spray it on my face. And then taking e.l.f. to top it off. All right, this is it. This is how it all came out, and I am obsessed. I mean, it looks just like what I've been doing with my high-end products, but I feel like I went a little bit more heavy on the eyes. So it does look a little bit deeper, a little bit more smoky, and I'm here for it. So that is it. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I want to know if any of you guys have tried anything out from Flower Beauty. What is the product? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let's talk about it down below in the comments. And remember, the event is starting on the 21st all the way up to February 27th. So like I said earlier, I will have the details down below in the description. Thank you so much to Flower Beauty for sponsoring this video once again. If you guys enjoyed, give me a huge thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.